everyone, welcome to Agri Addict YouTube channel. I am your tutor Sakhi. Today we'll be discussing the lecture 5 of statistics lecture series in which we'll be discussing split plot design, strip plot design and Latin square design. In the previous lecture we studied completely randomized design, randomized complete block design and factorial RBT we studied in the previous lecture. Okay, so let's start with the lecture. Before that, this is my short intro. I have done my undergraduation from JNKV Jabalpur. Currently, I am pursuing masters at IRI Hyderabad Hub Creda, Department Agronomy. I have secured All India rank 12th in ICR PG examination. So let's start with the lecture. So first, design which we'll be discussing in this lecture will be split plot design. In the previous lecture, I have already give a brief idea about all the experimental designs. So in this also, I have included little bit brief about split plot design. So it is a 2 factorial experiment. Here we can study 2 factors together in which one will be requiring large plot and one will be requiring small plot. In the previous lecture also I have discussed that the factors which require large plots like tillage, irrigation like that. So as the plot is larger, so there will be chances of heterogeneity. If heterogeneity will be there, so of course there will be low precision in that plot. Okay. Then the second factor will be which will be requiring small plot. Okay, like that nitrogen dose, sowing time, like that. So if this plot is small, so there will be homogeneity. If homogeneity will be there, so error will be less. If error will be less, so the precision will be high. So this is the concept behind it. Okay. If plot size increasing, then the heterogeneity will also increase. This will result in low precision. That is the concept. Okay. So when we are discussing about precision, so factorial RBT will have more precision than split plot design. Okay, this you have to remember. They can ask you a question like which experimental design having more precision, either factorial RBT or split plot. And you have to put the correct answer would be factorial RBT. Okay, let's move to the next slide. So here I'll be discussing the layout of split plot design. What is the layout, how it looks in field. So this is the field for say I have included. And now we are having 3 replications of it. So first we'll divide the field into 3 parts. First is R1, R2 and R3. Now we have given 2 factors. First is tillage and second is nitrogen. As tillage is a factor which requires large plot, so it will be main plot factor. So we have two main plot factor levels, that will be zero tillage or conventional tillage. Okay, 2 levels are there. So first what we'll do, let me change the color of the pen so it will be easy for you to understand. So first we will divide this replication into 2 halves because we have to give it this main plot. It has 2 levels, so we have to divide this field into 2 parts. So we will divide it into 2 parts. So in the first, we are putting zero tillage. In the second one, we are putting conservation tillage. Conventional tillage, sorry. So this we have completed the allotment we have done. Now comes to the second factor, that is the subplot factor, which is nitrogen dose. So there are 3 levels for nitrogen. It is 50 kg, 100 kg and 150 kg. Now this main plot we have to divide into 3 equal parts because we have to allot 3 levels of nitrogen. So this we will be dividing into 3 parts, this main plot. So zero tillage main plot we have divided. Similarly, conventional tillage also we have to do 3 plots. Okay. Now we have to randomly allot the treatments. How we'll do that? Let me change color. So first is 50 kg, 100 kg and 150. So in this zero tillage main plot block, first we will divide, like here we are putting 50 kg treatment. Here I am putting 150. Here I am putting 50. Randomly we have to put. Okay. Here I am putting 50, 100 and 150 like that. So this is how we have to allocate the treatments. Okay, as the both the levels are having here it is having 2 levels, here it is having 3 levels. When we have to find the number of treatment, it will be 6. 2 3s are 6. How it will be? First, zero tillage will go with 50 kg nitrogen. Then zero tillage will go with 100 kg nitrogen. Then zero tillage will go with 150 kg nitrogen. Similarly, conventional tillage will go with 50 kg nitrogen. Okay. Then conventional tillage will go with 100 kg nitrogen. And then conventional tillage will go with 150 kg nitrogen. So how many treatments we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 treatment total in we got. Okay, that's how you have to that's how the split plot designs layout has been done in field. Okay, I hope you got the idea how it is done. And like in MSc, you'll get to know more about it. It is just a brief. This is for JRF. You need not to go into a deeper knowledge. Just surface knowledge you have to take. So this is it for you for JRF examination. Let's move to the next slide. So this is the ANOVA for split plot design. Here, this replication will be there. Replication is a source of design, source of variation here. So degree of freedom for replication would be R minus 1. Sum of squares SSR similar to the previous ANOVAs we studied for previous 3 designs. So here also we are dividing the sum of square with the respected degree of freedom. So first we are concerned with the factors. First is main plot factor, which is A. So here the degree of freedom will be A minus 1. For factor A, the error will be A. So to find the error degree of freedom of main plot factor, that is A, it will be R minus 1 into A minus 1. This you have to remember. They can directly ask a question like find out the main error degree of freedom of main plot factor, and they'll be giving you this replication and the factor, how many levels are there, like that. And simply you can put the values and you can get the answer. Similarly, then subplot factor is B. So degree of freedom will be B minus 1. Interaction is A into B. It will be A minus 1, B minus 1. As we are studying the interaction, then the both degree of freedom will get multiplied, A minus 1 and B minus 1. For these two, that subplot factor B and this interaction factor A into B, the error will be same, that is error B. Okay, so here A R minus 1 into B minus 1. This you have to remember. This two error degree of freedom, this error main plot error degree of freedom, subplot error degree of freedom, and interaction plot error degree of. For subplot and interaction plot, the error degree of freedom will be same, that is A into R minus 1 into B minus 1. Total degree of freedom will be same as like previous designs, R A B minus 1. Here, how we have to calculate sum of square, mean sum of square, and F value, that is variance ratio, it is same. Here for the factor A, the mean sum of square of factor A will be divided by mean sum of square of error A. And in this case, FB will be, to get FB, we have to divide mean sum of square of B with the error B. And here also we are dividing it with error B. Why? Because these both are having the same error, that is error B. Okay. Let's move to the next slide. So this is split plot design. It is similar to split plot design, but here we are including one more factor. Here 3 factors will be there, in which one will be requiring main plot, that is large plot, and 2 will be requiring small plot. Okay, so first it is these two, if we are including, it will become split plot. But here we are including one more plot in that subplot, so it will become split plot design. Okay, how we have to how the layout will be, I will be explaining it. Okay, the layout. So per se, this our main plot factor is x, and it is having 2 levels, that is x1 and x2. Okay. Similarly, this is y, which will be our subplot factor. So we are having 2 levels of it, that is y1 and y. Similarly, subplot factor is z, z1, z2, and z3. So now we have to do the layout. So first divide the plot into 3 replications. And as we studied in the principles of design of experiment, when for say this is the gradient, soil fertility gradient is this way. So we have to do blocking, that local control we have to do perpendicular to this fertility gradient. Okay, then only we'll achieve our aim, that is to decrease the heterogeneity among heterogeneity within the block, and there will be a heterogeneity among the block. Okay, so this is our priority. We have to remove the heterogeneity. So for that we have to make it perpendicular. This blocking should be done perpendicular to the soil fertility gradient. So we have prepared this R1, R2 and R3. Okay. Now we are having main plot 2 levels. So we will divide our field into 2 main plots. Just like in split plot we did, similarly we have to do. So we are dividing it into 2 parts. First we are allocating as x1 and here it is x2. Now, this main plot will be divided into subplots similar to case as in split plot design. So here we are having 2 levels. So this main plot will be divided into 2 parts. Okay. So let me change the color. So this. It is getting divided into 2. It is also getting divided into 2. Okay. So how we'll arrange? We can randomize it. Here we can put a y2 or y1. Here we can put y1 or y2 based on it, because it is randomization. Okay, we are not favoring any treatment here. So this is done. Now we have to allot this subplot factor. So it is having 3 levels, z1, z2 and z3. So what we have to do, this subplot we have to divide into 3 parts. Let me change the color so that you can easily get an idea. This green color. Okay. Now this will be divided into further 3 parts. 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, here also 1, 2 and 3. Here also 1, 2 and 3. Now this Z1, Z2 and Z3 will be randomized in between. For say, here I am putting Z1, here I am putting Z2, here I am putting Z3. Similarly, in this subplot, I am putting Z1, Z2, Z3. Here I am putting Z1, Z2, Z3. Randomly we have to put Z1, Z2, Z3. So if we have to find out the number of treatments, so what we'll do, here we are having 2 levels, 2. Subplot we are having 2 levels into 2. And subplot we are having 3 levels. So how many treatments we'll get? 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So 12 treatments will be there. Here this x1, y2, z1, x1, y2, z2, x1, y2, z3, like that. Okay, then x1, y1, z1, x1, y1, z2, x1, y1, z3. Like that, we'll get 12 treatment combination, just like in the previous split plot design we did. You can also do that. I hope you understand the layout. This is a basic thing you have to study about this design. You just have to remember that there are 3 factors which we can study in split plot design, in which one will be requiring large plot, like that irrigation or tillage or any factors like that, and 2 will be requiring small plots. And we have to arrange it in that subplot, and subplot factors will be arranged in the large plot only, that is main plot only. Okay, I hope you got the point. So let's move forward. So this is the ANOVA of split plot design. It will be similar to split plot design ANOVA, but here one more factor will be there, that is this subplot factor. And we can study more interactions here also, because this C is also coming into the picture, C factor. So we are getting more interaction to be studied. So first, it is similar, this replication, R minus 1. This is how the sum of square will be calculated and mean sum of square will be calculated. Then main plot factor A, it will be A minus 1. Error of A will be R minus 1. This you have to remember, R minus 1, A minus 1. Okay. Then the subplot factor is B. For that, error degree of freedom will be B minus 1. Interaction A into B, it will be A minus 1, B minus 1. Okay. Then error for these two will be same. That is error B. It will be A into R minus 1, B minus 1. Till this time, It is similar to split plot design. If you'll compare the ANOVA of both the design, it will be similar till this time. Now we are including this sub-plot factor, which is C. So for this, the degree of freedom will be C minus 1. So here we are getting more interactions like A into C, B into C, and A into B into C. So for calculating the degree of freedom, what we have to do here, A into C is there. So it will be A minus 1, C minus 1. If B into C is there, it will be B minus 1, C minus 1. If A into B into C is there, it means A minus 1, B minus 1, C minus 1, like that. Subplot error for the C. So for all this, the third factor and this interaction, the error will be this subplot error, which is error C. It will be A into B, R minus 1, C minus 1. This you have to remember. This error you have to remember. Here, the second one you have to remember, and this one. Because this can be asked directly, you just have to put the value in this and you have to get the results. This much you have to remember here. And here for F value calculation, it is similar. For A factor, we are dividing it with error A. And for B factor and AB, we are dividing with B. And for this, we'll be dividing with C factor. Here it is missed. Okay. This MSSC would be divided with MSSE C. Like that for different interaction also you can put. But this will not be asked in examination. What will be asked is this error degree of freedom of different like interaction of AB, subplot error, like that. Okay, I hope you got the point. So let's move to the next slide. Next is the strip plot design. This design is convenient for two-factor agriculture experiments. The strip plot design is a two-factor design that allows for greater precision in the measurement of interaction effect. This is important. In this, there will be two factor, A factor and B factor. One will be vertical factor and second will be horizontal factor. Horizontal factor. In both the cases, we'll be requiring large plots. Okay, for say we have to conduct a tillage and irrigation factor experiments. So we need strip plot for it because both the factors are requiring large plots. Okay, so here in this case, this A into B, that is interaction factor, will be having greater precision. This is important. This is very important because the precision of this A and B is getting sacrificed, and here we are getting more precision, that is into A into B. Okay. Here the experimental area is divided into three plots like vertical strip plot, horizontal strip plot, and interaction plot. This is important because here we are getting more precision. Okay. We allocate factor A and factor B to the vertical and horizontal strip respectively and allow the interaction plot to accommodate between the two factors. Let's move to the next slide and we'll study the layout of strip plot design. So for say we are having this 4 replications and this A factor is there at having 5 levels and B is there having 3 levels. So A factor we are regarding it as vertical factor and B as horizontal factor. So A has 5 levels like A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Here B1, B2, B3, like that. So now this is vertical factor. So now we have to arrange A1, A2 till 5 randomly. So first say I'm putting A1 here, A2, A3, A4, A5. Like that randomly we have to put here also A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Similarly here also A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Similarly here also A1, A2, A3, A4, A5. Randomly we have put all the levels of factor A, that is vertical factor, in a vertical manner. Now we have to arrange the horizontal factor, which is B. Now three horizontal levels are there of B factor, that's horizontal factor. So we will randomly arrange B2, B3, like that. B1, B3, here we are arranging B2, B1, B2, B3, similarly B1, B2, B3. Okay, we have arranged. This is how we do the layout of strip plot design. Here we have taken 4 replication. You can also take 3 replication. It depends upon the requirement of your design. So this is how you have to arrange the factors. Why we are saying it as a strip plot is because, see, this is, you can see, this is the horizontal factor strip. You are getting this strip. And if we are going to this vertical strip, it is this. And these both the strips are perpendicular to each other. This you have to remember, that horizontal strip is perpendicular to vertical strip. Okay, this you have to remember. Horizontal strip is perpendicular to vertical strip. I hope you got the point. Let's move to the next slide. So this is the ANOVA for strip plot design. So here also the source of variation will be, one of the variation will be replication. It will be R minus 1. Factor A, for factor A, it will be A minus 1. Error A will be R minus 1, A minus 1. Then comes the factor B, and it is B minus 1, error degree of this degree of freedom of factor B. Then error degree of freedom of B will be R minus 1, B minus 1. Then comes the interaction factor, which is having more precision. This is important. You should be remembering this, because this can ask in strip plot design which factor is having more precision. So interaction factor will be having more precision. So here the degree of freedom of interaction factor will be A minus 1, B minus 1. The error here, the interaction factor A will be AB will be having different error degree of freedom. So that will be R minus 1, A minus 1 into B minus 1. That is most important. They can ask the error degree of freedom for interaction factor. This you have to remember, error degree of freedom for B factor, and this you have to remember. This can be directly asked. They'll be giving value of replication, A factor having so many levels or whatever, and you have to just put the value and get the results. Next comes to the Latin square design. It's a very different design from whatever we studied previously. Here, when the experimental data is divided into rows and columns, and treatments are allocated such that each treatment occurs only once in row and once in column. Here, the experimental material, that is the field, will be divided into rows and columns. These are the columns, these are the rows, and it is saying the treatments are allocated such that here the treatments occur only once in row and once in column. For say, if we are considering this treatment A, so it is occurring only once in the row and once in the column. This is what it is saying. And if it is the condition, then we can say it is the Latin square design. And Latin square design we use when the gradient, soil fertility gradient, soil fertility gradient is bidirectional. We use this design when there is a fertility gradient which is bidirectional. Okay, this is important. And rows and columns, here we are dividing the experimental material into rows and columns, and here the treatments will only once appear in row and once in column. These 3 things you have to remember. For say here A, B, C, D, E are the 5 treatments. Here A will be appearing once in row and once in column. The C will be appearing once in row, once in column. Similarly, E will be appearing once in row and once in column. Similarly, I think you understood. Okay, next will be the ANOVA for Latin square design. So here one more thing I forgot to include is, in Latin square design, the number of treatments will be number of replication. Most important. The design in which the number of replications is equals to number of treatments. So for that reason, this row will be T minus 1, column degree of freedom will also be t minus 1. Treatment degree of freedom will also be t minus 1. Okay. So error will be r minus 1. This is wrong. This is wrong. This will be t minus 1, t minus 2. It will be t minus 1, t minus 2. Okay, this you corrected. There is some error in it. So this is how we will be calculating row sum of square, column sum of square, treatment sum of square, error sum of square. Similarly, just we studied in the previous design. Here what is important is the error degree of freedom, which will be t minus 1 into t minus 2. Simple. This you have to remember. This can be directly asked. Okay, next. Let's start with the question. So first question is in a split plot design, 3 levels of factor A, that is main plot. So what we have been given is A is equals to 3. 4 levels of factor B, which is subplot, it will be B is 4. Now 3 replications are there. So R is equals to 3. And now what we have to find is error degree of freedom for subplot error. For subplot error, the degree of freedom will be A into R minus 1 into B minus 1, what we studied in the previous slide. Now we have to put the value here. A is 3, R is 3 minus 1. Now B is 4, so it will be minus. So it will be 3 into 2 into 3. This will be 18. So the correct answer will be option A, that is 18. This is how the question they can ask in the examination. So that's why I was saying in the previous slides, like you just have to remember the error degree of freedom, okay, for different factors. Next question. Now comes the strip plot design. In a strip plot design, there are 3 levels of factor A. So we are writing A is 3. It is horizontal strip. 4 levels of factor B, that is vertical strip. So we are having 4 levels. Now 3 replications. R is. Now what we have to find, what is the error degree of freedom of AB interaction? Okay. So formula for AB error degree of freedom would be R minus 1, A minus 1, B minus 1. So we just have to put value 3 minus 1, 3 minus 1, and then 4 minus 1. So it will be 2 into 2 into 3. 4 3s are 12. Okay. So this is the answer with option E is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer, which is 12. I hope you understand. This is a simple they'll ask. They'll not go into deeper concepts or like that. They'll simple ask because it is a multiple choice question they have to give. They'll not give lengthy question in that. So this is how they will ask. In Latin square, now comes the Latin square design. It has 5 treatments. So we have been given treatment is equals to 5. In 5 into 5 square, with rows and columns. So 5 rows will be there, 5 columns will be there, controlling 2 sources of variation. What is the error degree of freedom for it? For LSD, we just studies error degree of freedom would be t minus 1, t minus 2, right? So t is 5. So what we'll do, 5 minus 1, 5 minus 2. So it is 4 into 3. 4 3s are 12. So answer is B, 12. That's it. Okay. So here comes to the end of the lecture. So I hope you got the point. Today we studied the split plot design, split plot design, and Latin square design. Okay, in the previous lecture, first you when I'm uploading a lecture series. Okay, so first you have to watch the first lecture, then you'll get understand the second lecture, then you'll understand the third lecture because it is in the series. So I request you all to start with the lecture 1, then you'll understand what I'm teaching in today's lecture. Okay, so I hope you got the point and keep watching. And there are some things I want to tell is the master course of Agri-Addict of Agronomy Master Batch 2024. So these are the lectures which are being uploaded here, which are uploaded here already. You can join it and you can attend the lectures. Here it is. And now we are running this mock boost test for ICRPG exam 2025. We have already uploaded multiple tests, so three, four tests are remaining. You can also attempt that. You can take benefit of it. Okay, so if you want to join, you can join. It's a very good content. So thank you. Thank you so much.